Okay, so I got quite a bit of explaining to do, considering how it's not Halloween anymore. We're in November, so I got no excuse. I was just busy, and I didn't film the review. Probably should have done that. But you know what? I just said I'm going to take a little break, especially with all the other channels that I have. Figured I'd work on those videos and then work on this one. Besides, it's whatever. You guys still got the Halloween 3 review in time. Late at night, so. Yeah. But anyways, Halloween 4. Okay. Halloween 3. We all know the story of Halloween 3. Pretty good movie. But it didn't resonate well with audiences. A lot of people didn't like it. So, I think it was 10 years later, after the first movie was released, they were like, hey, fuck it, let's go back to Michael Myers. So we get Halloween 4. You know what? For a comeback that really did not need to exist, it's a welcome entry. That's a pretty good movie. I know some people count this as their favorite Michael Myers movie. I definitely don't, but I will say it's a really good Michael Myers movie. Okay, so things I really, really like about this film. First of all, I really dug the characters in this movie. I love the characters in this film. Freaking Rachel and Jamie are possibly the two best characters in the franchise. They're arguably the best, right up there with Laurie. They're so likable that I want to see them back in more movies. Thankfully, the actress for Jamie was in Rob Zombie's Halloween, but then she got killed in Rob Zombie's Halloween too. So fuck you, Rob Zombie. I'm kidding. I love you. But I don't always like your movies. So, but I love the characters in this movie. They're really likable, they're relatable, they're funny, they're charming. There's just something realistic about the dynamic between the two stepsisters. And you can tell that while they have their disagreements, they love each other. And I really like that about this movie. It made the scenes later where Michael chases them more intense because you didn't want to see Michael hurt them. And let's talk about Michael Myers. Michael Myers in this movie is really good. I really like Michael Myers in this movie. But we can all agree that the mask, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's not as bad as Halloween 5, but it's pretty bad. I think we can all agree with that. It just looks so weird. Now, I will admit the mask is unique, but it's definitely not the one on the poster right here. But that's not really, like, they couldn't have just, like, you know, remade the mask from the original movie or even the second one. Like, I don't know the behind the scenes, like, on the mask of this one. Like, I know the first one, the Captain Kirk mask. The second one was, like, the same one. They just, you know, fixed it up a little bit or something. But, fuck, man, I don't know what happened with this mask. But it's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. But Michael Myers in this movie is genuinely scary. The way he just walks around and kills people with no emotion, because that's Michael Myers, it's fucking fantastic, and it's really well done. The chase scenes and the score are really well done, and the actors sell it. Like I said, with the characters, they're really likable, including Dr. Loomis. He makes a return, and he's really good in the movie. I really like Loomis in this one. And I think my favorite scene in the movie isn't like a horror chase scene. It's probably the scene where he's with the father or the pastor in the truck, and they're talking about good versus evil. I don't know, as a Christian, I really like that scene, but it was also really funny. It was just like probably the most, like, it was probably the funniest moment in the movie, but it was also nice. I really dug it, and it's probably my favorite scene in the movie. And I think everyone agrees that it's a really good scene, but I probably like it a little bit more because I'm a Christian, so. But every movie has its flaws, besides a few, like Terminator 2. So, what are the flaws of this movie? Well, for one, I don't know. Like, First of all, the mask. We can all agree that the mask is one of the flaws of this movie. But second, as a Halloween film, I think we can all agree that it's pretty much the same thing as 1, 2, and 2018, and pretty much all the Halloween movies. I mean, like, it's literally just Michael Myers killing people again. That's one of the advantages of Halloween 3. It was different and new and unique. And it actually tried to start, it tried to head itself in a different direction. With this one, it's literally the same thing. And for some people, it can be a problem. It wasn't a problem for me, but it's something I do have to note. It is a problem. Look, it is a small problem I have with the movie, but it's not like, oh, it's the same thing. I hate the movie. It's just like, it's something that has to be addressed. It's like, it is a rinse and repeat, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I just have to address it. And I will say, there are some times where there are some questionable decisions, but, not as bad as Halloween Kills. Not as bad as that movie. But mainly the mob. Halloween Kills. Evil dies tonight. Oh my god, Halloween Kills. I do like that movie, by the way. I just wanted that to be clear. But, okay, the mob in this one, the mob in this movie, they weren't bad, but they made some questionable decisions. But it's a mob. They're stupid. What do you expect? Their hearts are in the right place, but just let the fucking cops do their job. You're not doing a better job, I'm just saying. Definitely not for 2020. I think my biggest problem with this film, though, is that at times, because it's the same formulaic story of Michael Myers trying to hunt down his sister, or, nephew in this case, there are parts where it's just like, it feels repetitive, and I'm like, can we move on a little bit? Like, I've seen this before. Like, the point I'm trying to get across is that there are some times where it feels a little too repetitive, and some of the scenes can drag a little bit. But that doesn't mean it's bad. That's probably my main problem with the movie. I don't really have a major problem with this film. Like, acting-wise, it's really good. It's well shot. It genuinely feels like it has this rich Halloween atmosphere to it that I can't explain, but it's really well done. And the music's really good, and it helps the chase scenes. The chase scenes are really good. The climax is fucking fantastic with the car chase. Michael Myers on the car trying to stab his nephew. And the ending is arguably the best ending in the franchise. It is really good. Okay, so Halloween movies have really good endings. Original has Michael Myers getting up and you don't know where he is. It's scary. 2 wasn't great, but it had like a nice small conclusion. If it ended there, where it had Michael burning, and that's a memorable shot. Everyone knows that. Halloween 3 had the "stop it" phone call, and that one's really good. But this one, spoiler alert, has Jamie killing her mom, and Loomis screaming, "No!" pointing the gun at the little girl, Jamie, and she just stands there with that pale, emotionless face, as Loomis would say. It's very unsettling and creepy. I actually got goosebumps when I saw that scene. And it's really creepy and really well done. And it's, in my opinion, probably it's either my favorite or second favorite ending in the franchise. But none of the sequels have good endings. Besides H2O, that one was pretty good, I'll admit. But okay, so yeah. Characters were great, acting was great, score was good, the chase scenes were good, Michael was good, besides the mask. Characters, were likable. There were some that I was not really a big fan of, mainly the boyfriend, but he's meant to be that way, so we expect. The kills were pretty good. Some were off-screen, but, that's fine. Every horror movie has at least one off-screen kill. And overall, its main problem is probably that it's a little bit too formulaic, and that's about it. Everything else, though, was pretty much really good. This is definitely one of Michael Myers' best films. I'll definitely say that. So I'm going to go ahead and give it an A-. I definitely think you should watch it, but because it's not Halloween anymore, fuck me. you guys should watch it next year. I'm finally done with the Halloween movies. Well, Halloween themed movies. Here's what we're gonna do. Next year, I'm probably gonna review less because 20 movies, that's a little too much for me. So we'll probably cut it down to 12. So hope you guys enjoyed the Halloween season. Stay tuned for more reviews soon, and stay tuned for Christmas month coming soon. That's gonna be fun. Say goodbye, Jack. It's gonna be a year. I know. I'll leave him here.